I had to stop to become unstoppable. Because I don't know why I need to be unstoppable. Why do any of us need to be unstoppable? We just kind of choose that. But I said, you know, that's how I want to live my life. And sometimes I got to step back. The Women's Initiative is two things. It's to empower our women to go the distance. But it also is it's just not about accounting. It's just not about tax returns. Those will come and go. And you got to enjoy it along the way, and you got to have something that jumps at you. And so that's
and so I walked back out of there, and I lost my voice. And I started working in fear for 4 years with McDonald's. And I'd always told our people, don't work in fear. It's not good. Don't work in fear. Well, I never felt it before. And what happens when you start working in fear is you're paralyzed, and you work harder, you work longer, you are paranoid. I started caring about who was going in the CEO's office. And I'd never even had that thought before. I didn't even care. I cared who our CEO was because it was my dad. I cared about him, but I never had that thought before. I never ever was worried about how many departments I had, and all of a sudden that's what happened to me. And it became more about me, and it became about the mission and our vision and our destiny and what we were doing at Donato's. So for me personally, when you're working in fear, it is so paralyzing. I remember it was 3 o'clock in the morning. It was making the decision on Atlanta. And I had I had it on the back of my credenza, Desiderata. It's an unknown author. Some have tagged authors. I just remember reading it, and we are all God's children. And it's like my lights came on. It literally was like I woke up out of this fog. If you've ever been there, like sometimes you're just doing things because you're doing them and you're heading down this path. And I remember looking in the mirror and not even liking who I was anymore. Like, God, not even knowing who I was. I lost my voice, I lost my courage, and I started caring more about me and my agenda and my resume instead of the people that I was serving at Donato's. So character during that time was so important to me. And what I learned was, and what I had lost, and I don't want to say I lost my character, I talk about I lost my courage, is the authenticity and transparency and honesty and humility and integrity, and how important it is that not only you have it, but that you surround yourself with people that have it. And when you're in an organization and you can set the tone of your culture, and that one person is not living those values, then you have to help them become an alumni, and how important it is to do it sooner rather than later. Your gut is really important too. Your intuition and staying true to your principles is really important.
Life brings renewal and opportunity to each of us, each and every day. Going forward, my advice to each of you is to dream big, to accept failure as a necessary consequence of learning, and to value every interaction with another person as an opportunity for growth and insight.
A lot of good energy, a lot of good women. I hope that it has some impact for sure.
Having character is one thing, but if you don't have the courage to live your character out loud, then we all lose. We have to have the courage to live our character out loud in the environments in which we are working, in the environments in which we're providing for people.